Hello everybody, this is RockHound. Welcome back to Minecraft. This is our Let's Play, I believe, episode 54. Welcome to Minecraft 1.5. This is actually the pre-release, but unless there's anything seriously wrong, this should be the exact version of 1.5 that they're going to release any day now. I think actually in 2 days is the scheduled release date. When I record this, I'm not sure when it's going to go live. It might be the day that it goes live. See? And to celebrate 1.5 finally getting here, I'm going to make something in our little village here that I've actually already created a tutorial for. What are you doing? Get out of here. You're not part of this. We've had our cows sitting over here in their temporary pen long enough, I feel like, and I want to make a little butcher shop and have an automated cow farm in 1.5. So the first thing we need to do is decide where to put this. Alright, the easiest place to build a cow farm would be right here, and I would like to find a spot in the village where this would go really well. And I was thinking, well, those are kind of the farms over here, and I want to have a street maybe with some shops on it, and we already have the reed farm there. I guess the front of it could be a shop, so let's just go ahead and work with it here where it is. Why not? And I didn't bring an axe with me. Of course not. So, close by here, we're going to have our little cow farm slash butcher shop. Let me get this cleaned up a little bit. Just knock out these fences from the sheep that we moved over. They're still happy over there. You can see them on the hilltop. Looking majestic. Look at them. Little white squares in the distance. Oh, you're going to have to turn the sound down here pretty soon. Let me go get an axe too. What am I doing? Alright, so this is an automated farm. It is only partially automated though, because it is vanilla Minecraft. I don't have any kind of crazy machines. But one of the really cool mechanics that they've come out with in 1.5 is the fact that adult cows have a hitbox that is 2 blocks tall. That means they interact with the world as a 2-block tall entity. And they've changed it now so baby cows are only 1 block tall, which opens up some pretty cool things you can do. I think it also creates a little bit of a bug where if you have a fence and a bunch of baby cows running around, I believe the adults use them as kind of a stepping stool when they jump out, using them over the top edge. But let's get started here. This is going to be a pretty simple setup for the farm portion, and then oh, just popped an egg out. And then I want to build a butcher shop and have kind of like have the road go in front of it there. So let's say, where are we here? Don't want to get too close to the other place there. But let's start digging here. I'm going to dig, what is this, 3 deep? Yes. I want to make it, we probably could go 2 deep. Yeah, let's go 2 deep and dig it out more if we need to at the end. I don't think we do. So we're going to go 8. Oh, I've lost track already. This shovel is just too crazy. You just tap it and it goes crazy. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is right here. And then we're going to go 8 long this way. 2, 3. Right there. Perfect. just hear eggs popping out all over the place. Alright, so now we have to dig this out. Couple down. I honestly made that tutorial a couple weeks ago. Hasn't got a lot of attention, but it's pretty cool the way you can do some of the stuff that was previously only available to people that play modded Minecraft, now in vanilla Minecraft. And like this little farm, the new redstone changes are pretty impressive what you can do. Okay, I can leave those because I need to dig them out anyway. Get this cleaned up. I'll get rid of those boxes in a minute. Let me think about this here. Yeah, I think this needs to be 3 deep. So I'm going to do that. I'll be back in a second. I was right the first time, and it does only need to be 2 deep here. And I've gone 6 this way toward the back of the farm. Get to the end, dig a row down, dig another row down below that. And we're almost ready to get the stuff set up here. So let's dig out this direction. Is this where I want to go? I think it is. So this is going to be the channel where all of the drops from the cows are going to land. And I've got a chest here. If we throw that in here, now this will be swapped out for droppers or dispensers or hoppers, however I want to end up feeding the drops up into the actual butcher shop up here once it's built. So once you have the chest in place, I dug one under this outer wall and then one past it. So we're going to use hoppers. I'm shift right clicking on the chest and then on the previous hopper. I have to stand on this one and back up a little bit. Make sure you click on it. So that will feed all of these. Let me go up here and show you just how that's going to work. So all of those hoppers feed into the one next to them all the way down until they end up at that chest. Like I said, this is just temporary, but it will work for now for testing to make sure everything is alright. And if I throw something, say, let's throw an ender pearl into this end. Now, by the time we get up here and back around to this side, it should be in this chest. There it is. Everything's connected right, and I'd like to do that before I get before I go any farther. And now I'm going to put up some signs all along this back row. And what this is going to do, I'm accidentally typing stuff. Oh, how many more do we need? Let's see. Just a couple. Alright, that should be enough, I think. So these signs are only here to provide airspace, and I'll show you more of what I mean in just a second. They have a really cool feature which they let animals pass by them, but not water. So what we're going to do now is run right along the top here at this back edge. We're going to run fence all along the back row. And that is 1 high. And it will let the baby cows underneath, but it will not let the adult cows under. So that's just about all there is to it. Let's get our buckets. I had buckets. Did I put them in this chest? I was emptying stuff out. Well, 1 second. Alright, grabbed a couple buckets, got some water. What we're going to do next is just put a water source all along this back edge. And you can go every other one. It'll make an infinite source between them. You should be able to grab. Make sure you don't go any farther than that. And make sure you make a nice, even water source all along this back edge. Okay, and you want it just like so. That should go right to the other side. And as simple as it is, that's pretty much the farm. Now, if we get our cows, what I'm going to do now is extend their fence here just a little bit. Since we have it, might as well. Oops. If I could click correctly, that'd be nice. Okay. Okay, that should let me break their stuff, and they should be able to get... I'm trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything, but I think we're good. Alright, let's lure some cows into here, and we'll see if this farm works. Come on, cows. Yep, you go. Go. You're our first victim. I could actually... Ooh, that one volunteered. I could actually go out there a little way, and they would probably... That guy is trying to discover a secret there. Get out of here. These cows actually are not going to be part of our meat production. They're our breeder cows. Of course, they do have to live a life in constantly running water, so things aren't all looking up for them, but that's alright. Hey, are you real? What's going on? Go. You don't want any part of that, huh? Go. Go. You're the last one. Alright. We got them all in there. They like to hop up and down, hop up and down. And one of the things I didn't do, which I probably should have, and I might have to go back and retrofit this farm at a later point, is put in some way to increase the number of cows in the little breeder tank here. Because if we breed them right now, and I'll show you in just a second, but we're almost done. There is one more thing I want to do. I come back here and put a couple layers over the first part of this water area, just to tighten it up a little bit. Yeah, we're doing okay. Maybe even one more if we can get in here. They don't need that much space. They're just cows, right? That's so horrible. Alright, so they can't get out, and they're down there, they're jumping around. And what happens now is I'm gonna breed these. Ooh, I think I have particles off because it was raining earlier. Oh, look, I'm on peaceful too. That's what you get when you do testing. Okay, so we're breeding them. And if you see in just a second, the baby cows will scoot right under the fence. They'll come to the end, they'll jump once, and then they sink. And it takes, I believe, a full day-night cycle for these guys to grow to adulthood. Whoa, that one jumped high. Did you see that? He almost made it out. So they come through here, they jump, and then they sink. And they're down there by those signs, and they're actually doing fine. They won't drown. They just hang out down there. There's air. They don't jump up into the water stream. And in 20 minutes, when they become adults, what happens is, and I'm not going to wait around here probably to see this. We might check it out at some later point. They grow to adulthood, at which point they become 2 blocks tall, and then they'll be in that water stream. The water will push them back against this edge, and they will drown and die from drowning damage. And everything they drop, leather and beef, will go into the hoppers and get fed into this chest. And then, when we get another system set up, we'll have droppers that take those up into an automated furnace that's going to cook them for us. So let's see, can we breed any more cows? Yeah, let's go. I think I've got some more wheat over here. Let's get a bunch of them going. Ooh, 5. Yeah, that is a whole bunch of wheat. Tell you what. I probably won't need these. 5. Let's do a really quick harvest on part of this wheat farm. I'll replant really quick, and then we'll go breed some more cows. And it's automated, but it does still require a little bit of labor. You have to walk past them occasionally and hit them with some wheat, but everything else should be fully automated, and we should get all of our drops and have very little loss. And another thing that's nice in 1.5 is they've changed it so you can't overfeed the cows. If they're not eating anything else, they won't actually use up your wheat. So we got 4 in there. We could do better. I'll probably have to get a couple cows out here and create some more and fill this up. I want this packed pretty full of adult cows. All right. And if you start at one end and work your way to the other and hit all of them, you have much better chance at having them all breed successfully. All right, they are now going to grow. We've got a little bit of experience for breeding. And there's the farm. So now we can start thinking about a little butcher shop. I will probably just make something really simple, nice stone building. You can see I had a whole bunch of cobblestone and other stuff in my inventory. Let's take a look at it. I'm just going to knock this one side of this fence out. Yes, I know, I need an axe. I just don't have one on me for some reason. Should have grabbed it a minute ago. I was up there in the Citadel. Alright, so this is 8 wide. I don't like that much. But let's assume we're going to have to... maybe that can be outside. You know what, though? It is just about time to wrap up this video, I think. Let's just get the basics laid out. That ought to work, right? There we go, and we'll make this into our little roadway here, perhaps. That'll let us do some, maybe a cool bridge over that little river. And we want this to be pretty small little butcher shop. But I don't have a design in mind yet, so I don't think I'm going to go ahead and work on it very much more in this episode. We'll build the butcher shop next episode. And I think I am about out of time. This might... ooh. My computer just went crazy. 1 second. Okay, I just looked. We have a couple minutes probably. And I got whatever crazy thing just happened to my computer sorted out, I think. So let's just experiment with a couple ideas here. So I'm thinking I want to keep this entire shop, because it is going to be a shop and a butcher shop, or a butcher. I want to keep it all out of stone blocks, because I think that would be a more hygienic, easier to clean type of building if you're going to be slaughtering cows in there. You know, something you can clean off. It's kind of gross, but it's true. This is going to be a pretty simple building. I do want to have a nice little front porch on it. Let's do some slabs. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Look at that. I need some more of those. Do I have any smooth stone? No, I'm gonna have to go get some more. Now, what are we gonna do for the walls? What should we do? Cobblestone? We did cobblestone over here on that, on the contest house, and that looked pretty good, so maybe we can try it again. I think we've got... just some room for some windows. Might end up looking a little bit like a jail if we're not careful. And this side over here is going to be pretty solid, because I think this is where our furnaces are going to be. But maybe we can come back after we find out where the furnaces are going to be and put a big chimney up the side of this. I think that would be pretty awesome. All right. Let's fill in the floor. This doesn't have to be pretty, but we definitely want to try to make it look decent. So I'm not going to leave it just a square building. This is just a base to work from. Because I'm thinking this is probably going to be the butcher's house too. So this will be like the main shop area. We got a front. We're going to have to put an upstairs on it too. We want that to look pretty unique. We're going to have to get some more blocks. Ooh, we got a little music started. Alright. So that gives us, you can look out here, see the cows jumping around. Come out the front. I'm gonna go grab. We're getting pretty close on time, so we will. I'm gonna probably have to mine out some more cobblestone, get some more supplies built up, and we'll pick up here on our next episode and finish up the butcher shop, and maybe think about laying out the rest of our village, because we've got start of a road here. We've got start of several buildings that kind of go together, farms and shops and stuff. And it's just about time to start looking at where we want the roads to go and where the rest of the buildings will end up because of that. And I don't think... I was hoping maybe it would almost be time for these guys to grow up on video here, but I don't think we're going to see it. Maybe next time. So, caught one getting bigger. See really quick. There's the drowning. And let's go check. Did he drop anything? He dropped some dirt in the fence. Nope. Dropped some beef and some leather. Alright. Those other ones should be getting big anytime now. And just so you know, I did realize, yes, I did have an axe in my inventory the whole time that I was saying I didn't have one. Uh-oh. Are we losing cows? We might have a problem. Because I think we had more than 6 in there to begin with. So they might be glitching through the fence. If that's the case, we can replace the fence with a block. And I think it should still work. I might have to do that. I really hope we don't lose all our cows before then. Yeah, I might recommend replacing that fence with the blocks. I'm not sure if that will work perfectly or not. Oh, there's another one just got big. We just saw it happen. There's another one. Oh, it didn't get pushed back by the water either. But most of the time they end up on the back row or the... Okay. Now let's see if we have some more stuff. Yeah. Picked up some more beef and some more leather. Automated. As long as we don't lose more cows out of here, we're good. It may just be that they were overcrowded, but there's 6 in there now, so we'll keep an eye on that. Other than that, I think it really is time for us to get going here. So, again, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.